name's Christina and this is my magazine, Blue Rain. And the development of the magazine, drafts and throughout screenshots, and end result front cover, and end result of my contents page, and end result of my dot page spread. In what ways does your media product develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? I attempted to keep the inspiration of Kerrang for the masthead, but instead of having it in the background, I placed it in the foreground and brought out the colours to coincide with the gothic/rock genre of dark hues. With the cover lines, I kept simple and articulate, using font-defined fonts which would keep with the genre of music I've chosen for the magazine. The colour and font schemes I used were based around the gothic and rock genre. I debated over whether to use curlicue script for the Blue Rain masthead, but decided upon the bolder and more dripping effect of those fonts I've already used. Adding colour to bring it to the foreground, but not unbalancing the colour schemes of dark hues. The skyline gives insight on the freebies of the magazine, and I adopted it from Kerrang, but kept it on black strip and white writing, but altered it to be a bit slightly eye-catching. For the content page, I kept with the conventions of page numbers, an editor note, and additional information on each article. I included images to catch the eye for each article and additional information at the bottom to keep getting context of the magazine via website or email. I also kept with the colour schemes, dark hues and white text. For the article, I kept simple, articulate columns of text with the questions in red and the answers in white. I have used an introduction to the article to give the reader a simple overview of the plan before delving into more detail within the actual article. I added quotes in lime green to get the interest of the readers and used a sort of eroded font for the title of the article. I only used 2 images to keep it simple, focusing more on the article and kept to the gothic/rock genre via the darkened hue of the images and the style of clothing the model was wearing. How does the media product present particular social groups? The images photography coincide with the gothic/rock genre of music I've aimed towards, using gamma and altering the hues and saturations of the images to make them darker and less focused, adding to the mysteriousness of the model. The colour schemes of blacks, purples, lime greens, etc. associated with gothic/rock genre of music adapted to fit for my music magazine, along with contents of the magazine basing it around bands which form the gothic/rock genre of music. What kind of media institution might distribute your media product and why? Mainly WH Smith, possibly H&V and Tesco's and Morrison's, but Bauer Media Group would be the only one. Who would be the audience for your media products? The audience would be those who are into the gothic genre of music, and teenagers between 15 to 20 and young adults who are goths, as you can see. How did you track or address your audience? I used a survey made on SurveyMonkey and sent it to various friends and family between the ages of 15 and 45. Results back up showing that they each believe that the magazine does target the gothic/rock genre of music. However, instead of it being targeted at just teenagers, results have shown that it can also be targeted at young adults as well. Results will be shown on the next 2 slides. They also agree that convention I've used, e.g. the masthead, cover lines, skyline, etc., each apply to the genre of music I've chosen and appear particularly easy to read. Here's the results. And comments made by people who, one from my brother who's doing a design course in Coventry, says that it was simple but could have had more detail, and one of my friends said that interview was easy to read and bold colour makes them stand out. What have you learned about technologies from the progress of constructing this product? I've used Photoshop to learn about layers, how to alter images and fonts to best suit what I want, along with PowerPoint to show results from SurveyMonkey, along with using the internet side of things such as Blogspot for coursework presentations, SurveyMonkey for survey making, Default.com for fonts, and Issue along with Google for my research. Oh, what have I done? Oh no, it's frozen. I think.
Is it frozen?
Oh. There we go. Never mind, sorry.
That's fine.
Looking back at your preliminary tasks, what do you feel you've learned in progression to the full product? I feel that I've learnt to develop my ideas, keep the guidelines I set myself, sometimes needing to differ from the first drafts in order for the idea to work out, along with development skills in Photoshop, now to post up information on the internet via SevenMonkey and Blogspot issue.
Great,
yeah.
thank you. Can you take us back to the front cover? Okay. To the, I think it's slide number 1, isn't it? Great, thank you. Okay, so looking at the front cover, just in a sentence or two, describe to me your target audience for this magazine.
The target audience I aimed at was teenagers and young adults between 15 to about 30 who are interested in the gothic/rock genre of music, basically, and those that download music as well, which I've included in the cover lines.
Okay. What's been the most challenging aspect of this entire project?
Probably Photoshop and trying to keep to the actual genre of music I've aimed towards, having to alter images and text to coincide with what I've wanted.
Sure, okay. Again, just remind me, where is this going to be sold?
It's going to be sold HMV, WH Smith's, Tesco's, and so that.
Is it mainstream enough to go into WH Smith's, do you think? Have you seen any other magazines of this genre? Or?
Well, I've seen Kerrang and Rock Sound in WH Smith, so I want to sell it alongside that, mainly alongside Kerrang, because it was based on ideas from Kerrang, inspiration from it.
Were there any bits of feedback you received from your audience, your target audience, that surprised you?
Not really. Some of them were a bit bad, some saying that I needed to lighten some of the pictures, but because it's in Gothic genre I couldn't really do anything, and I preferred to keep it to the darker version of it, and nothing else really. I think all of them were quite surprised that I could do so well, especially my brother.
Thanks very much.